Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm back today with a plan with me in my Hobonichi Techo, and we are ready for the week of May 18th. I cannot actually believe that, but it is the truth. I'm not making it up. Let me pull off my appointments. Haven't done a plan with me for a little bit, so I pulled out a sticker book and I thought I'd decorate a little bit this time. This one is the flowers from the Happy Planner. And like I said, we're ready for the 18th. Pull this off. And I kind of want to go just some soft, kind of muted colors. These look nice. That one along with maybe this would be good. Oh, here's some pretty. Like that. Let's try some of this. See if we can use this big one right here in the middle. I want to get it to stick right down there and that will work a little better. Then I'll just run this over it. And let's put on it. And then there were I don't like the paper stickers as much as I like the clear ones. I like those so much better. But if I can find a paper one, I would use it on so I made some beef stew, a new beef stew recipe in the crock pot, and I just pulled that off, and I made some just regular egg noodles that you can just put your beef stew over top of the egg noodles. So, new little recipe. leaves here. Let me see where my scissors are. Ouch. So I got a big cookbook from Amazon that has a ton of recipes for slow cooker, for the crock pot. And I have been utilizing that. I think the last 5 or 6 meals that we've had have been crock pot meals. And I make enough so that we can have some leftovers. But it just gets, it's a different way to try some, you know, a couple of meals I've never made. I've certainly never cooked with, or put bay leaves in my, baking, when I was baking, and I did this time, so there is that. We had something called chicken tetrazzini. We had that this past week in the crock pot. It was really good. And then we had, of course, today I made that special beef stew. I made a meatloaf for the first time in the crock pot. Never done that. And so that's what we're having for dinner. And there's probably enough leftovers for, you know, 2 or 3 meals. And then I eat it for lunch usually. Sometimes I'll eat leftovers for lunch. Not always, because then I'm having leftovers for lunch and dinner. And then I get tired of them. So... if you haven't watched my other videos, we're actually, this Friday, Scrapbook Expo is in Pleasanton. We live actually in Pittsburg, California, but it's in Pleasanton, and I'm super excited. This will be the first time that I am going to Scrapbook Expo. And I told Greg, I asked him, I said, do you want to go to Scrapbook Expo? And I said, no, never mind. I said, I know you don't want to. And he said, Ginger, sometimes you go and you do things with your partner, with your spouse, even though they're not your thing. He said you do them because they mean a lot to your spouse. So he said, yeah, I'll be fine to go. I said, okay, well, I'm going to sign us up separately so that we can have more chances of winning the door prizes. He just kind of laughed. He's like, okay, that's fine. So that is what we're doing on Friday. I'm not going to like any of the make and takes or any of the workshops. I'm just going basically to see how it is the first time and to check it out. And I want to get there. It starts, let's see, early bird shopping is like from 9 to 10 on Friday. So I am going, where did that go? Oh, here it is. So it only takes about 40 minutes to drive there. So we're going to leave about 8 o'clock and go up and check that out. I'm just grateful he will do that with me, but I love it if my friend, you know, you could have a scrapbook crafty friend go with you. That would be even more fun. Like, he could be our chauffeur, and maybe I can get my friend Carrie. See, it's coming in October. Also, if I could get her to fly out, that would be so much fun. So Carrie, if you're watching this, I'm inviting you. We could go to Scrapbook Expo in October. And that would just be so much fun. And then we have Saturday. Let's use some of the paper flowers for Saturday. Put this underneath here. I haven't really decorated in my planner for a while. I've just put, you know, like appointment stickers down and stuff. So if you've been to Scrapbook Expo, what should I check out? Is there any kind of little tips I should know? Because I'm super excited. So, okay, I think that's all the decoration. And then let's put in some boxes for appointments. So, on Sunday, the 18th, we have, I want to get rid of this paper up here. So it's not sticking out of my planner. Okay, on Sunday I have to take Greg to work. There, and then on Thursday I have to pick him up from work. And then on Monday I have Erica coming, and that's gonna go, I'll put that here. Then Sunday I have a couple to-dos. Choose this one. So I have to take garbage out. And then it's our little planning meeting. We also have church. Sunday the 18th, and then Monday, and the 20th, oh wait, here. We have HUD inspections, our housing inspections, the 19th through June 2nd. So, Monday through Friday. So, I really just need some of these. We'll use this one. Just need a reminder on Monday. And one for Tuesday. A reminder. And then let's use this green one. And then Friday. And then also, so I have Erica coming on Monday. And then on Tuesday, I need a laundry sticker. Put that, and let's put it right here. And then I also have an appointment on Tuesday to get a B12. And that's at 2:45. Put that there. And then on Wednesday, the 21st, I have therapy. At 11. I just do online therapy. And then at 6:30, Greg has CT scan. So they just started covering like a scan, a CT scan to, if you're a smoker for more than 10 years, which Greg is, they cover, because they cover a scan, a CT scan to check your lungs if you've been a consistent smoker for so many years, at least a half a pack a day. Thursday to pick him up. And I also have to pick him up from work on Wednesday the 21st. Let's use this one. So they started covering that CT scan because usually if you develop lung cancer, by the time they find it and you start showing symptoms, it's too late for them to do anything. It's usually already spread. So he's having that CT scan. 22nd to check for lung cancer. I knew they did. I'd heard that they cover it now, and so I brought it up to his doctor, and she said, yeah, sure, we can do that. But this one says to purchase. Let's cut off to purchase, and we'll use it as a to-do. Just have to change the sheets. I don't know why I put this one down. So he has that CT scan this week. And I don't think he has to have contrast with it, but at first he thought he did, and he about came unglued. Because Greg does not like needles or shots. And then he has an appointment on the 23rd for an eye procedure. At noon. But I don't think he has to have contrast. I had actually, when I had contrast here for my CT scan for my, it was a pre-op CT scan to make sure when they do my heart ablation that they can go from my groin up to my heart. Just checking everything out. But I had that done. But he just does not like to get his blood taken. He doesn't like shots. He's okay with the shot now. When I first met him and first came here, he was not okay with that. Okay, so let's put in some. We got some more stickers here. So on Monday, Erica comes. So we will put down this one. And then I have HUD inspections. Let's go ahead and write that in. And they're random. HUD inspections are, and it's 8 to 5:30. HUD. Just like a quick glance. To remind myself that they could show up at any time between 8 and 5:30 on any of those days. and want to inspect your apartment. That, and I forgot to put one down for Friday. That's what it was. I took my sticker off because I couldn't remember why I had one down for Friday. Usually show me putting all of the pen in and all of my stickers, but I thought I would this time. Pick him up from, no, take him to work on that day. Work, and these are my to-dos, which should be trash day. And then I need also our little planning meeting that we're going to have. Here's a little planner. I'm going to have Erica coming Monday the 19th. And then on Tuesday, I need a laundry day. And then I have an appointment, so let's use, I don't think you can see that over there, but I have B12 shot is at 2:45. I think it's in here. No, it's not. I picked the wrong one. Syringe in here somewhere. I thought. Maybe it is in this one. we'll find it later. B12. And then I said on Wednesday the 21st, I have to pick him up from work. Oh, that one's for therapy. So pick him up from work. And also on Thursday I have to pick him up from work. That's just a regular day that we agreed upon, that I would just give him a break from taking Bart and just pick him up on Thursdays. And then he has CT scan. I know I have a sticker for a CT scan. I'll just use one of these. I always call Greg McGregor, so I have stickers with his name on them. That is at 6:30. So we will probably, I will pick him up from work, but I will, and then we'll just go, like, grab something to eat for dinner. So I pick him up about 4:15. His CT scan's not until 6:30. So we'll just grab something for dinner and then go to his CT scan. This one is therapy. And that is at 11 a.m. And then on the 23rd at 12 p.m. pretty sure I have an optometrist sticker in here. I'll choose the ones that say eye appointment, I think. I'm trying to get one that matches. Eye appointment. And some glasses. No, Greg has high pressures in his eyes. His mother has glaucoma. And so they put an implant in to put medicine in his eyes to help with that eye pressure. And Now they have to go in and put like something to help his eyes drain better. Okay, so procedure on right eye in Antioch. And then change the sheets on the bed and laundry. I was looking for that B12 syringe. So he has the high pressures. They don't know if here's the syringe. If he has glaucoma, they don't know that yet. I guess if his pressures were, if they remained high and like he didn't get it treated, then it would be considered glaucoma, but he gets his treated. And what time did I say that was? B12? 2:45. And I think that is everything. So here we have Sunday, May 18th, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We have nothing scheduled so far. So that is my week in my planner. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And leave me a comment down below. What are your weekend plans? And I'll be back soon with another crafty planner or beauty video.